सादर नमस्कार, सादर जय जिनेंद्र। क्षमा ब्रेकिंग जैन न्यूज प्रतिदिन प्रातः दोपहर एवं रात्रि में देश भर से संपूर्ण जैन समाज से संबंधित सही और सकारात्मक समाचारों के लिए देखना और सुनना न भूलें। साथ में आपसे विनम्र निवेदन है कि यदि आपने इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो कृपया अवश्य कीजिए और शेयर और लाइक करके धर्म प्रभावना में सहयोगी एवं सहभागी बनिए। संपूर्ण जैन समाज के लिए गर्व के पल। जैन रानी चेन्ना भैर देवी जैन पर राष्ट्रपति श्री द्रौपदी मुर्मू जी ने राष्ट्रपति भवन में जारी किया एक स्मारक डाक टिकट। राष्ट्रपति भवन में राष्ट्रपति द्रौपदी मुर्मू जी ने विजयनगर साम्राज्य के अंतर्गत नागरा प्रांत की जैन महारानी चेन्ना भैर देवी जैन पर एक स्मारक डाक टिकट राष्ट्रपति भवन में 24 जुलाई 2025 को जारी किया, जिसे भारतीय डाक द्वारा प्रकाशित किया गया है तथा उत्कृष्ट शैक्षणिक संस्थान मूरबिद्री द्वारा प्रायोजित किया गया है। महारानी चेन्ना भैर देवी जैन ने वर्तमान उत्तर कन्नड़ जिले में होन्नावर के निकट गेरुसोप्पा से 1552 से 1606 तक 54 वर्षों तक प्रांत पर शासन किया, जो संभवतः देश में किसी भी महिला शासक का सबसे लंबा कार्यकाल था। महारानी चेन्ना भैर देवी जैन को श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करते हुए राष्ट्रपति सुश्री द्रौपदी मुर्मू ने कहा कि उनका साहस, दृढ़ संकल्प और उपलब्धियां अनुकरणीय हैं। उन्होंने अपने राज्य की रक्षा के लिए महारानी के अटूट संघर्ष, उनके समावेशी और धर्मनिरपेक्ष मूल्यों, सामाजिक उत्तरदायित्व की उनकी गहरी भावना और हाशिए पर पड़े लोगों के उत्थान के उद्देश्य से उनकी प्रगतिशील प्रशासनिक नीतियों की प्रशंसा की। राष्ट्रपति जी ने इस कार्यक्रम के आयोजन और प्रायोजन के लिए डाक विभाग और एक्सेलेंट को भी बधाई दी। इस अवसर पर राज्यसभा सदस्य और धर्मस्थल के धर्माधिकारी श्री वीरेंद्र हेगड़े जैन भी उपस्थित थे और उन्होंने भी अपना संबोधन दिया। लीजिए देखिए स्मारक डाक टिकट जारी करने के राष्ट्रपति भवन से दृश्य।
भगवान पार्श्वनाथ धाम काकोरी में स्थित साधु सेवा धाम आगम के पथ पर चलने वाले ऐसे दिगंबर जैन मुनिराज, आरिका माता जी व अन्य त्यागी व्रतियों के विश्राम एवं आहार की पूर्ण व्यवस्था कर रहा है, जो अत्यंत वृद्ध अवस्था में है या रोग ग्रस्त है। आप भी इस पुण्य कार्य में सहभागी बने और पुण्य के भागीदार बने। एक दिन के चौके की राशि मात्र 2100 रूपए। 10 साल की पात्रता, जिसमें आपके नाम से साल में 2 बार चौका लगेगा, जिसकी राशि मात्र 11,000 रूपए है। आजीवन साल में 2 बार आपके नाम से चौका लगेगा तथा आपका नाम शिलापट पर लिखा जाएगा। राशि मात्र 25,000 रूपए है। 1 माह की पूजन राशि मात्र 3100 रूपए। दान जमा करने हेतु खाता विवरण भगवान पार्श्वनाथ धाम ट्रस्ट, बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा, चौक ब्रांच, लखनऊ। खाता संख्या 06450100299154। IFSC कोड BARBO LUCKNO। संपर्क सूत्र 9452017984 7007783995।
आप सभी को नमस्कार, जय हिंद, गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल। टुडे इज प्राउड occasion as we honor Rani Channa Bhairavi Devi with a commemorative postage stamp released by Her Excellency the proud first citizen of India, Honorable President of India. As the longest ruling queen in Indian history, her visionary trade strategies and fearless resistance to the Portuguese remain a shining example of leadership. This stamp is a tribute to the legacy and source of inspiration for the coming next Indians. मैं महामहिम राष्ट्रपति को एक्सलेंट एजुकेशन फाउंडेशन मूडबिद्री की तरफ से हार्दिक अभिवादन करता हूं। आपने अपने व्यवस्थात्मक कार्यक्रम से समय निकालकर आज के इस कार्यक्रम की शोभा बढ़ाई। ये हम सब कर्नाटक वासियों के लिए सौभाग्य का दिन है कि इतनी महारानी, जितने सत्य अहिंसा के लिए लड़ा, रानी चन्नाबाई देवी जैसे निर्भाग, बुद्धिमान एवं करुणामय महिला को श्रद्धांजलि स्वरूप में आज राष्ट्रपति भवन में इस प्रांगण में महामहिम राष्ट्रपति अपने कर कमलों द्वारा ये ऐतिहासिक डाक टिकट जारी करने जा रही है। मैं कार्यक्रम के शुरुआत में विनम्र निवेदन करूंगा, कर्नाटक के पूज्य धर्माधिकारी, राज्यसभा सांसद, हमारे माने हुए भगवान आदरणीय वीरेंद्र हेगड़े साहब से मैं विनम्र निवेदन करूंगा, वो पधारे और सभी का स्वागत करें।
ओम श्री मंजुनाथाय नमः। योर एक्सेलेंसी, Rashtrapati Srimati Draupadi Murmu, Honorable Minister of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, Government of India, Shri Prahalad Joshi ji, distinguished dignitaries, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Very good morning to you all. It is indeed a moment of immense pride and honor and joy for all of us to be gathered here today at the most esteemed and sacred premises of this Rashtrapati Bhavan for the release of a commemorative postage stamp dedicated to a towering personality of Rani Chennabhaira Devi. Rani Chennabhaira Devi was the 16th century Jain queen, holds the distinction of being the longest ruling queen in Indian history for a period of 54 years from 1952 to 1606. She is also known for her victorious wars against the Portuguese. She earned the title of Queen of Pepper from the Portuguese. She actively promoted fishing activities across the coastal regions of Karnataka and Goa. Especially, she has established Bandurokatte, harbour platform and navies, boats to improve their access to sustainable fishing practices and safe working environment. She played a very pivotal role in uplifting the lives of fishermen women through various developmental initiatives aimed at ensuring their well-being and empowerment. She has also provided self-protection training to the fisherwomen, equipping them with basic defense skills. I am delighted to note that a commemorative postage stamp is being released today in her honor by Her Excellency in this gathering. I also appreciate the efforts of and initiatives of Excellent Education Foundation, Mudibidri, for making this event possible by generously sponsoring it. At the outset, I deem it my sacred privilege to extend a heartfelt and respectful welcome to the Honorable President of India, Srimati Draupadi Murmu ji, and whose gracious presence today elevates the significance of this historic occasion. We are deeply honored by your acceptance to release this special stamp, which will serve as a lasting tribute to an extraordinary legacy. With great respect and joy, we welcome you, Madam. I am deeply grateful to you, Madam, for graciously accepting our invitation. Your commitment to national heritage is visible in today's remarkable moment. It is a pleasure to warmly welcome you, sir. Educationist and proponent of the commemorative postage stamp, Shri Yuvraj Jain, and Srimati Rashmita Jain, social worker and visionary, Shri Mahendra Singh, noted Kannada writer Shri Gajanan Sharma, coordinators Shri Mahavir Kundur and Shri Dr. Sampath Kumar, and esteemed guests from proponent side and dignitaries, well-wishers, friends present here, I extend my warm greetings and a cordial welcome to you all. The commemorative stamp is not merely a postal artifact. It is a symbol of inspiration, a tribute to service and celebration of values that guide our nation's soul. Once again, I thank each and every one of you for being a part of this historic moment. Jai Hind, Jai Hind.
Honorable President of India, Her Excellency Srimati Draupadi Murmu ji, Padma Vibhushana Dharmadhikari Dr. Virendra Hegde ji, Shri Sampath Kumar, Shri Mahendra Singh ji, Srimati Rashmita Jain, Shri Akhilesh Kumar, Shri Yuvraj Jain. Namaskar to all who are present here. With the deepest respect, I stand before you today in the esteemed presence of our Mahamahim Rashtrapati ji. Mahamahim Rashtrapati ji is a true embodiment of resilience, dignity, and the rising strength of Nari Shakti in the new India. President Mahamay Murmumji, your life story has been rooted in simplicity and service and has inspired crores, especially women from the marginalized communities. In many ways, the past and present are speaking to each other on this very stage. Today, as we gather to honor another extraordinary woman from our past, Rani Channabaira Devi, we see in both of your journeys as a celebration of courage, intellect, and justice. We are here to release commemorative postage stamp in the name of Rani Channa Baira Devi. In fact, I take pride in the fact that the land of Karnataka has given India some of its bravest daughters whose courage continues to inspire us even today. We have had Rani Channamma of Kittur. What a fearless soul she was. Long before the country even dreamt of the revelation, she took on the British with unmatched courage and became the symbol of India's undying spirit. And long before her region, Mahamandaleshwari Rani Channa Bhairava Devi, she is regarded as the longest ruling queen in Indian history from 1552 to 1606, a period of 54 years. She ruled not just with a sword, but with a strategy, not just with a policy, but with a compassion, not just over a land, but over the hearts and the histories. From the banks of the Sharavati River to the ports of Honnavar, Bhatkar, and Karwar, her influence was immense. She turned the west coast of Karnataka into a powerhouse of trade, diplomacy, and defense. In fact, with the pride I say that India has always upheld the strength and the leadership of the woman. Our history is shaped by powerful women from wisdom of Gargi Maitreyi in Vedic times to the courage of Rani Lakshmi Bai in Jhansi to the diplomacy of Ahilyabai Holkar. Similarly, there are other great women like Keladi Channamma, Malamma and Vanike Obava, whose legacy is not just history, but a call to every Indian to rise with the strength, dignity, and love for the motherland. Rani Channabaira Devi stands tall among them. Her region was a part of the largest Indian tradition where the women have not just participated in power, but defined it. At the time when most of the world doubted women's ability to lead, Rani Channabaira Devi was defeating generals and earning respect even from adversaries. Growing up in Uttar Karnataka, I often heard legendary story of how Rani stood her ground before the Portuguese admiral when he insisted on speaking only to men. She replied fearlessly, "Then you shall speak to no one, for I alone am the ruler here." That was her reply. The story is not just history to us, it is an inspiration. Her mastery over the spice trade, especially black pepper, gave her not just economic power, but strategic leverage in dealing with the mighty colonial powers like the Portuguese. It was for this reason that the Portuguese called Rani Dal Pimenta, meaning the pepper queen. Rani Channabaira Devi's military genius remains legendary. She weaponized the black pepper centuries before pepper spray began to be used by women in Western countries. During the conflicts, her forces blew powdered pepper into the enemy's ships. Portuguese soldiers, coughing and blinded, fled in panic. This tactic was not just a innovative, it was a revolutionary one. But her sword was matched by her soul. A devout Jain ruler, she extended patronage to the Shaivas, Vaishnavas, Jains alike. She welcomed Konkani craftsmen and Saraswat Brahmins fleeing Portuguese persecution. She built Mirjan Fort, supported the construction of Chitrmukha Basadi, offered patronage to the great Jain scholar Akalanka and Bhattalakanka. The trade routes she protected, the community she gave shelter to, and the scholars she supported all helped the shape and the culture and the knowledge of Karnataka's inland regions. Though her kingdom was along the coast, Rani's influence reached far into the Karnataka, even to my own homeland, Dharwad. The rich Jain traditions, crafts, and the learning we see in Dharwad and Hubli today still carry the import of her vision. Even today, oral tradition in North Karnataka recall her era as one where the queens became the kings. In our region, schools, public talks, folk performance celebrate her as a symbol of what Indian woman can achieve when empowered. Her story is not just history, it is an inspiration to the future. And what better occasion to honor this legacy than in presence of our nation's first tribal woman president, who stands for the same values as Rani Chennabaira Devi, upheld the inclusive leadership, courage, empowerment of marginalized. This stamp is more than tribute. It is a reminder that Indian history is not only about the kings and the empires, but also about the queens who shaped the power, women who led the wisdom. May this stamp travel across the India. May it inspire every girl in the Karnataka and across the country. Let it remind them that the bravery has no gender, that knowledge is true strength, and the real power lies in service and dignity. As someone from Hubli Dharwad, I feel proud to say that we have not forgotten our pepper queen. Her spirit lives in our culture, our creativity, and our courage. May the courage of Rani Chennabaira Devi guide our daughters and the sisters. Let us honor by keeping her story alive for generations to come. Let her legacy become our roadmap for an empowered, inclusive India. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka, Jai Nadi Shakti.
क्षमा ब्रेकिंग जैन न्यूज यूट्यूब चैनल पर विज्ञापन देकर धर्म प्रभावना में बने सहभागी। विज्ञापन देने हेतु संपर्क कीजिए मोबाइल नंबर 9026900740 एवं समाचार एवं वीडियो भेजने हेतु व्हाट्सएप नंबर 9335236222।
क्षमा ब्रेकिंग जैन न्यूज यूट्यूब चैनल देखने के लिए आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। सादर प्रणाम, सादर जय जिनेंद्र।